We could also change Trump with white nationalists.
They can't get their lies straight, so that's why we're still here. Self-inflicted by the president of the United States and his MAGA grifters.
I want to hop in this CNN panel with MAGA stooge Scott Jennings getting shut down in his numerous hopeless defenses of Donald Trump, the 34-count felon and failed president. So if you can, leave us a like on the video, helps us out a bunch, gives us a boost in the algorithm, and let's get right to the debate.
Wage.
If you don't have
Is it beautiful for me?
Beautiful
If your
people
kids
like
are
my
not
grandmother
beautiful.
that depend on their Medicare.
Right.
Medicare.
Is it beautiful for
Medicaid, I mean,
Medicaid.
Like, would it be? Is it
If you're a
beautiful
lawful
for all
recipient
the
of
people?
Medicaid, you're not
You're
going
not
to
gonna, it's not going to change.
That's bullshit.
But all the stuff that's going up.
Will you come back here? Will you come back here in a year and tell me whether she's lost her Medicaid or not? Because she's not going to.
Oh, that's right, because they delayed it
not
until
going
after
to.
the
till the
midterms,
midterm.
right?
She won't
Well,
Politically.
what I'll do is
You all are welcome to lie to people about whether they're going to lose their Medicaid,
hold
but
on.
they won't.
I guess the new play from MAGA is to just say the things the bill very clearly says just aren't real, like just lie because it won't hit until after the midterm. I don't get if this is like insanely hilarious or like disgustingly evil, but no, the bill isn't beautiful for anyone of color, any women, anyone with kids in public education, the entirety of the middle class, anyone at or below the poverty line, those on or with a loved one on Medicaid or Medicare or food stamps, or anyone concerned with the state's overall health and safety, things like vaccines and medical research, democracy, civil rights. But I digress, right? Also, yes, people will definitely lose their Medicaid. He's lying here, and it's much deeper than just work requirements, which is probably like he's trying to say, oh, well, just work and you won't lose anything. Republicans have actually slipped multiple ways that will lead to people losing their insurance and having increased costs, actually, also, which is being under-talked about for people who will stay on the program. But yes, Scott, it's a lie. Stick to that one, please, MAGA.
It says Trump considers fighting against socialists in NYC race. Even that right there, that lower, is underestimating Mamdani. Even that. It's that you have Trump named, you have his name, he's a person, and then Mamdani is just socialist. Socialist is not why Mamdani is cutting through. That's not why.
But wait a minute, but he is a socialist.
What I'm telling you is, we could also change Trump with white nationalists
Wait a minute,
or
come
white
on.
nationalist
Mamdani
lover
says
or white
we
nationalist.
need to seize the means of production.
What I'm saying is,
Oh my God, do you guys see how this Republican is literally foaming at the mouth to be like, but socialist, he's a socialist, socialism, right? Where, again, none of these idiots even know what socialism actually is, but they've invested so much political capital in making the term evil that they feel like labeling someone is enough when they very clearly can't substantively attack their points. It's similar with woke. Woke's a newer one, but they use it the same way. When they can't actually counter your points, when they realize they've lost the issue politically, you have to turn it to this kind of cultural thing, right? They label it these things because it triggers their base to be angry, and, maybe then they won't look any more into it. Oh, he's woke. Oh, he's socialist. And then, their 60 IQ code will be like, I never look into realize further that these socialist policies like paid family leave, child care for workers, universal health care are things that actually benefit me and not the wealthy politician telling me to hate them, who only then signs laws into order that benefit him and his wealthy friends. I wonder why that is.
I find it pretty interesting that folks are feigning outrage over how long we're talking about this because it's been a couple of weeks, self-inflicted by the president of the United States and his MAGA grifters who made podcasting careers out of demanding the Epstein files would be released. Now those people are in positions of power that they could actually release the Epstein files, and all of a sudden, oh, wait a minute, it's on the desk, it's not on the desk, it's a hoax, it's not, it's Democrats' fault, but it's bullshit now. They can't get their lies straight, so that's why we're still here. And yet, the survivors who were victimized by Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein have had to live with this for 30 years. 30 years. So, you know what? Too bad if it's uncomfortable for people in MAGA world and for Republicans to have to keep defending this, because the survivors of these heinous acts and of these monsters have had to endure this for decades.
I think it just further highlights for those on the left, as if we really need any more proof, but just how unprincipled MAGA voters are. They'll scream and shout about how evil persecuting your political enemies is, and that makes us like a banana republic, and this is why they can never support Democrats, and I used to be a Democrat, but now they're targeting their enemies and blah, 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 and then they're either silent or actively defending and cheering on Donald Trump doing exactly that. multiple times over when it never actually even happened from Democrats. They scream and cry that the 2020 election was stolen and that it's evil and it's unforgivable and that they were a Democrat until they started rigging elections. And then they find out, oh, indisputably, Trump is the only one who tried to steal the election. And then he goes on to win 2024, making it even more obvious that it was all lies. And they all just pretend like it never happened and they never said that. Or they just go, you know, who really knows? Like in the same way a defeated flat earther does. Most of MAGA is flat earth, surprisingly so. But even the ones who aren't, who will be like, oh, well, flat earth is so stupid, you're exactly the same. You literally come to logical conclusions the same way. But they also did it with the Epstein files, right? Like, oh, the Democrats won't release the Epstein files and all this. And literally not even a PDF file ring is enough to make these clowns hold a single consistent moral principle, because the second it is evident, it is so indisputably obvious that Donald Trump is in the files and it incriminates their cult leader daddy, they want to carry water for him covering it up, just like every other crime and scandal from this 34 count felon.